evening, everyone. I just wanted to make an announcement that room 302, which is as you walk down the stairs, that level 3, room 302 will have a live viewing of our hooding ceremony, and you are welcome to watch the ceremony from there with seats. So there are extra seats available down in room 302. Thank you. Good evening. Once again, we are going to be starting in roughly 1 to 2 minutes. We kindly ask that if you are not a parent or a grandparent, if you would please give that seat to an elder. We do have extra viewings in room 402 as well as room 302. You are welcome to stand. There's just going to be additional rooms to view tonight's program. Thank you all so much for being here, and we're going to get this started. Thank you.
Pomp and Circumstance Act 1. 2. Good.
Right on.
Good evening. I'm Paul Cuddy, UMKC School of Medicine Vice Dean. As Chief Marshal of these ceremonies, I welcome you to the University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine hooding ceremony. It's now my pleasure to introduce the members of the stage party from left to right. Dr. Alexander Norbosch, Dean of the School of Medicine. Dr. Bobby Riss, Associate Dean of Student Affairs. Dr. Jill Moormeyer, Chair of the Department of Internal Medicine. Dr. Michael Wacker, Senior Associate Dean of Rural Campus and Preclinical Medical Education. Dr. Paula Nichols, Chair of the Department of Biomedical Sciences and Associate Dean of Research. And Dr. Stephanie Graff, Keynote Speaker. Dr. Norbosch will now come forward to say a few words to the graduates.
Good evening. Again, I apologize for the standing room situation. In way of explanation and not in terms of excusing it, last year we had our first ever winter graduation and we had 12 graduates. We have a larger number of graduates. We also chose not to put a limit on the number of guests that are invited. We may have to rethink that philosophy, obviously, so I apologize. Please forgive me. Good evening, everyone. It's a privilege to welcome you to this joyful milestone, our celebration of the class of 2025. Before we continue, we would like to take a moment to celebrate several students whose Alpha Omega Alpha Award recognition is not reflected in today's printed pudding program. We want to ensure their accomplishments are honored today. It is our privilege to formally acknowledge the following individuals for their AOA distinction: Deep Singh Bandal, Caitlin Mary Brown, Madison Cooper, Devin Michael Davies, Jackson Klump, Jake Lawley, Christopher Reagan, Alexander Tiano, Joseph Victor Charles Casconi. Please join me in congratulating these students on this well-earned honor. Additionally, all fall graduates will have their names printed in the Spring 2026 Hooding Ceremony program. Thank you for joining us in recognizing these outstanding achievements, and congratulations again to our award recipients. Today is a day shaped by sacrifice, perseverance, and affection. To the families, friends, and all who stood behind our graduates with encouragement and patience, thank you. Your belief in our graduates carried more weight than you may ever know. To our faculty, your devotion is the force that builds this moment. You have offered wisdom, challenge, and generosity, and your influence will echo for decades through the work of these new graduates. I thank you for the example you set and the excellence you embody. To our graduates, today we celebrate you as you step fully into your calling. You are the new generation of UMKC healers, prepared to mend, comfort, elevate, and guide those who will lean on you in their most vulnerable moments. Thank you for what you have already done. Thank you for the good you will do in the decades ahead. An average physician will care for roughly 75 patients each week, more than 3,500 each year, 35,000 each decade of their life. So for every 100 graduates, that's 3.5 million patient encounters over 10 years. That is the scale of your collective influence. Numbers alone cannot capture what those encounters mean, because every single appointment represents an expression of a sacred trust, a human being who often chooses you at a moment of fear, confusion, or pain, and places their well-being, their secrets, their hopes into your hands. A patient is not simply a customer. A patient is a human being who needs a caring professional for guidance and for help. This you well know. Trust is the foundation of our profession. We must honor it with humility, integrity, careful listening, genuine respect, and above all, we honor this trust with kindness. Patients remember your compassion long after they forget the details of your medical decision-making. Because of this extraordinary responsibility and the most often serious nature of our work, I ask you to stay connected to each other and to us. The connections remind us of why we do what we do. It gives us support, where we have come from, and the constituents of our community. Strengthen the bonds that you have forged here. Celebrate each other's achievements. Support one another through the challenges that come with a profession that deals daily with uncertainty, complexity, and yes, even loss. When the work becomes heavy, when you carry the weight of a difficult outcome or a life lost, reach out. Reach out to your classmates, your mentors, your school. We all remain part of your circle forever, always ready to help steady your footing. Today, celebrate and try your best to commit the details you see and feel to memory. They will remain vivid in your memory for the rest of your life. You are crossing a threshold, stepping from one identity into another. Once you leave this room as healers, that identity becomes inseparable from who you are. When someone asks, "Who are you?" you may find that your instinctive answer is, "I am a healer." It is not just a profession, it's a way of seeing the world, of understanding responsibility, and of recognizing humanity. As you memorize tonight, know that these faces will matter to you in ways you cannot yet imagine. Years from now, after long stretches of silence, you will meet a classmate and you will find that time dissolves. The connection you formed here will feel as strong, far in the future, as the day that you graduate. You will always be able to look back on UMKC as a home, the place where you grew, struggled, discovered your strength, and awakened the healer within you. We will follow your journey with pride and affection. Your profession offers you deep purpose and a sense of fulfillment that strengthens with each patient you encounter. You stand at the top of a long, steep slope. Years of training, sleepless nights, responsibility placed on your shoulders, and yet you've persevered. You've flourished. You've grown. You proved to yourselves that you are capable, resilient in your capacity, and unwavering in your compassion. The privilege of healing will continue to reveal itself to you with wonder, humility, and your gratitude will respond to it. As you move forward, let us all renew a shared promise to be champions of kindness. Kindness toward your patients who trust you with their lives. Kindness toward your families who place their hopes in your hands. Kindness toward all of our colleagues, nurses, medical assistants, technologists, custodial staff, front desk staff, because all contribute to the healing environment. A culture of compassion is not easily built by one individual. It is built by team members and how we treat every member of our community, especially when the pace is ever faster and the pressure to produce ever greater. Kindness is not a soft skill, it is a stabilizing force. It protects you from cynicism. It recenters your purpose. It enriches your relationships, and it elevates patient care. It is often a powerful healing force that we can offer. It is always within our control. Please know that you will always be part of us. You will always have a home here. We will celebrate your past, your present, and your unfolding future with pride and joy. The world immediately surrounding you looks to you for hope and guidance. You will be the steady voice in a quiet room, the calm presence in a storm, the person a frightened patient believes in when they have no one else. You will speak for those who cannot speak, comfort those who have no comfort, and lift those whom illness has brought low. You will stand at the bedside with your knowledge and with your humanity, and that is what will make you extraordinary. Carry responsibility with humility, carry responsibility with courage, and carry it with the same generosity of spirit and strength that brought you to this moment. May your careers be filled with purpose, your days with meaning, and may you effectively serve the people who place their trust in you. I ask you to go forward with confidence, with integrity, and above all, with kindness. We believe in you, we are proud in you, and we entrust you to your brilliant futures. Congratulations, class of 2025. Yeah! I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Dana Vietti, who serves as an internal medicine physician in the Mosaic healthcare system. Dr. Vietti teaches our St. Joseph students in their Fundamentals of Medicine 4 class. Our students characterize Dr. Vietti as demonstrating unparalleled dedication to teaching, consistently and dependably serving as an active and committed advocate for our students and program, and demonstrating exceptional generosity of spirit and time for our students and our educational mission. Dr. Vietti obtained her medical degree from the University of Kansas School of Medicine in 2012, after serving as a teacher in the Peace Corps, deploying to Iraq as a combat lifesaver instructor in the U.S. Army, and serving as a research technician at Stowers Institute for Medical Research. She completed her residency at the University of Missouri-Columbia. After residency, she served as physician captain in the Army National Guard, hospitalist at St. Luke's Health System, and has been a hospitalist at Mosaic Life Care since 2018. She has served as co-medical director at Mosaic Life Care Hospital Group, where she has achieved numerous awards, including Physician of the Year, Teacher of the Year, and Compassion Point Annual Caregiver Award. Thank you, Dr. Vietti, and we welcome you.
Thank you very much for that kind introduction. I'd like to thank Dr. Sai Gaduru and Dr. Amulia Daka from our St. Joseph campus for being here tonight. I'd like to thank Dr. Donnie Kingsley for covering my shift at the hospital today so I didn't run in 30 minutes late and in scrubs. And mostly, I'd like to thank my husband, Pete Nagurney, whose constant care and support allows me to pursue my passion of caring for others. Good evening and welcome, families, faculty, friends, staff, and UMKC Class of 2025 graduates. We are so honored to be here with you today, and we are so thrilled to see what the next steps in your journey are. Before you receive your hoods, I'd like to take a moment to ask for a round of applause for your family and friends who've supported you through these years, for their unwavering support that's brought you to this moment in time. So a round of applause, please. My own path to the health sciences was preceded by a master's in English and 2 years in Morocco with the Peace Corps, among other pursuits. By the time I applied to medical school, almost 20 years after I graduated from college, it was appropriately required that I retake the 8 semesters of core science classes, which I actually did here at UMKC. During this time, I was flying home from a weekend with friends in New York when my flight from O'Hare was delayed due to weather. Tired and out of sorts and playing the should I rebook my flight game, I was approached at the ticket counter by another passenger. I did not want to chat, but he opened the conversation by asking about the book I was holding, Heart Seizure by Bill Fitzhugh. He said it was on his list to read, and I offered him the book as I'd just finished it. He suggested that if I enjoyed Bill Fitzhugh, I would surely love the author Christopher Moore, whose every book I had read, most of them more than once. Thus began my friendship with the geneticist R. Scott Hawley. As our conversation moved from books to life to career, I shared that I was preparing to apply to medical school. He shared that he was a principal investigator in a fruit fly lab studying meiosis at the Stowers Institute for Medical Research in Kansas City. Years ahead of his time, as he always was, he believed that the field of medicine could only benefit from more exposure to the humanities. Being one of the most generous people I've ever known, he offered me, after an hour-long conversation in that airport, a letter of reference for medical school, then an internship in his lab that led to a full-time position in his lab, which led to several published papers, all of which likely contributed to my acceptance into medical school. Most importantly, however, it led to one of the most important mentorships of my life, one that's influenced my own desire to support, in any way I can, those striving to improve lives through improving health, and one which has had an impact on how I practice medicine to this day. Scott was a true Renaissance person. His heroes were Merlin, Benjamin Franklin, Bob Dylan, Joan Baez, William Shakespeare, Marie Curie, and Elizabeth Barrett Browning, to name just a few. Scott and I shared scientific and philosophical conversations over the years. He believed deeply in the Socratic method and would pose a genetics question, then talk through it with me until I came to a reasonable answer. Not always a right answer, but for Scott, the ability to think through a problem was as important as the results. He taught me to look for the irregularities and the unexpected in my results, rather than seeking the results I anticipated or hoped for. Any diagnostic skills I possess are a direct result of the time I spent in his lab. He taught genetics here at UMKC, by the way, and his take-home tests were legend. I would wake up in the middle of the night on those weekends, my brain desperately attempting to solve his elegant puzzles. It remains one of the most challenging classes I've ever taken. One of the qualities I appreciated most in Scott, who saw the best in nearly everyone he met, was that he always believed in you more than you believed in yourself. On the wall in my kitchen, there hangs a framed menu from the dinner Scott took several of us to as we left his lab to pursue our dreams. The heading he had had specially printed on the menu read, "To Dana, Justin, Lee-June, and Susan for all their hard work and lovely science." On that framed menu is a Post-it note on which I've written, "What would Scott Hawley think I could do?" knowing he was always confident in our ability to move mountains. He would occasionally encourage me to consider an MD PhD. He would ask if I had considered that as a physician, I would be attempting to improve lives one patient at a time, whereas as a researcher, I could potentially affect the lives of millions. What we both understood and respected about the other, however, is that the field of health sciences relies symbiotically on those who are drawn to the patient level and those who are drawn to the population level, and that working together is imperative to achieving the largest possible impact. Dr. Sindhu Balakumar, earning her medical doctorate this evening, may someday encounter a patient suffering from mucormycosis, but it may be the research of Dr. Drew Jones, earning his PhD in biomedical and health informatics, that allows her to narrow her differential based on shared characteristics of patients at risk for mucormycosis. And Dr. Ali Kreis, also earning his medical doctorate tonight, may monitor his patients with food scarcity for complications of diabetes mellitus. But without the research done by Jessica Basurto Reyes, receiving a Master of Science in Bioinformatics this evening, he may not be aware that it's actually the patients with marginal food security rather than low to very low food security who are at the greatest risk. My hopes for you, you remarkable humans, through experiences absorbed during my incredible years under the mentorship of R. Scott Hawley, are as follows. I hope that you keep in touch with your fellow graduates within and across degree programs, that you will be sounding boards and support systems for each other, that you will engage with each other to work collaboratively, to share the person and population levels of your careers for the benefit of us all. I hope you remember to pay attention to the irregularities and the outliers and avoid the pitfalls of the expected or easy explanations. I hope that you will actively mentor the students and residents and researchers who come after you. In 2021, at the height of the COVID pandemic in the Midwest, I was seriously considering a career change until Dr. Sarah Gardner said, "Hey, could you be a docent for some UMKC medical students?" And I said, "Okay, fine." And that has made all the difference. You remain the joy of medicine for me, and I'm so grateful to you all. I hope you remind yourself on the days when everything seems impossibly hard that there are people who believe in you more than you believe in yourselves. And if you need some guidance or some encouragement or a cup of coffee, our doors are always open for you. I don't have a door, I'm a hospitalist, but I have an email and I have a cell phone number, and you all have access to that. And if I don't know the answer to your question, I'll find someone to help us find it. Most of all, I hope you remember to always be friendly to people who approach you in airports. You never know when they may turn out to be famous geneticists who could change your life. Thank you very much, and congratulations, class of 2025.
At this time, the graduation candidates will be called forward in recognition of their hard work and outstanding achievements. Hooding students today are their faculty advisors and important healthcare members of the students' choosings.
Will the candidates for the Graduate Certificate in Clinical Research, Master of Science in Bioinformatics, Master of Health Professions Education, and Doctor of Philosophy degree please come forward? Jessica Basurto Reyes, Master of Science in Bioinformatics. Thank you to all my teachers, professors, faculty, and family who supported and guided me through my master's journey. I would not be here without you. Andrew P. Jones, Doctor of Philosophy. Thank you to my wife for your support and love. Thank you to my friends and family. And lastly, to Jennifer Allsworth. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Medicine degree please come forward? Abby Rose Poisson. Endless thanks to my family, friends, and Dr. Keeler for the unwavering support, laughter, and guidance throughout medical school. Love you guys. Nicholas Choma. I'd like to thank my wife, Emily, my parents, Ted and Gina, my siblings, Rachel and Theo, and all the rest of my friends and family. Madeline Glodowski. Thank you to my family who believed in me, my friends who uplifted me, and my husband who walked with me through every day of this journey. Dominica Helm Harvey. I would like to thank my friends, family, and mentors for helping me achieve this milestone. Oshi Paul. Deeply grateful to my family, friends, mentors, and Blue 8. Your love means the world. Special shout out to my biggest cheerleaders, my mom and Mason. Maximilian Schaefer. Thank you to my wife, my family, my friends, and my mentors. Your support guided me through even my most neurotic of freakouts. I owe you everything.
This is going to be School of Medicine.
Thank you. Justin Bradley Tushoff. I'd like to thank all of my amazing friends and family for encouraging me, especially Nick, Joe, Levi, Matt, Hannah, Becca, my parents, and the School of Medicine cohort. Madison Cooper. I thank God for his unending grace and my family, friends, classmate, docent, and especially my husband for their steady support and encouragement. Tara S. Shaw. Forever grateful to Maharaj and Swami, my parents, my sister, my cat, Miss Paneer, and friends and mentors whose support guided me through this journey. Alexa Palacio. All glory and honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Thank you to my family, Matt, Shelley, Alicia, and Amanda, to Dr. Howery, the UMKC staff, Red 5, and Maddie. Hayden Otto Johnson. Thank you to Dr. Howery for her guidance, to my amazing family for their unwavering support, and to my beautiful wife Morgan for her love and devotion. Hunter Campbell. Thank you to my friends, family, Dr. Will Reese, and my wife, Shelby Campbell. Vishal Patel. I want to thank my wonderful friends and family who have supported me along this long journey, and thanks to Dr. Reese for being an amazing docent. Samia Azim. I am nothing without the support of my loved ones. Thank you to my parents, Dr. Zulfikar and Mubin Ahmad, sisters Sophia, Sabia, Anam, and my fiance, Yusuf. Christopher Regan. Heartfelt thanks to my family, friends, and loved ones, to my classmates, now lifelong friends. Thank you for every lesson and late night. Mary Catherine O'Brien. I am grateful for my parents, sister, and friends. Your strength and belief carried me through med school. I could not have done it without you. Emma Danielle Famous. Emma thanks her family, friends, and Dr. Masood for their support, with a special thank you to her mom for her constant encouragement and inspiration. Jake Lally. I would like to thank my family and Dr. Masood and the rest of the Gold 3 docent. Prathishta Pichaya. Thank you to my family, friends, and mentors who have supported me through this journey. Will Costigan. With deepest gratitude to Allie, Mom, Dad, Nancy, Lori, Steve, Nick, and Dr. Rogers, this milestone is only possible because of your support. Sarah Huddleston. To my parents, thank you for your endless support. To my husband, I couldn't have done this without your love and encouragement. Thank you. Austin Raymond Boland. Thank you to my parents for their support throughout all of my education. Thanks to Dr. Lawless and my amazing classmates. Zero chance I make it through without you guys. Caitlin Mayer Brown. Thank you to my family, friends, and my 2 cats for all the support throughout the years. Priya Suresh Khanna. To my mom, dad, brother, and Shreyas, thank you for the sacrifice, support, reality checks, and faith that made this Doctor of Medicine happen. Holden J. Jones. Thank you to my parents for giving me the opportunity and support to grow, and thank you, Reagan, for supporting me in everything during medical school. Jackson Klump. Thank you, Lily, Mom and Dad, Julia and Olivia, UMKC staff and faculty, and all of my family and friends for your love and support. Megan Anderson. Thank you to my family, friends, and mentors for your constant encouragement. Above all, I give glory to God. I could not have done this without him. Camila Isabel Dominguez. Thank you to my family for their constant support, and above all to God for blessing me with the opportunity to be in this position. Macy Summer. I would like to thank my brother, my mom and dad, and all my friends who have supported me. I wouldn't have made it this far without you all. Avery Foster. I would like to thank my family, my friends, the staff and faculty at UMKC, as well as my preceptors for supporting me these past 4 years. Michaela Ayers. To my family and mentors, thank you. To my husband and baby girl, your love gave this journey strength, purpose, and joy. Thank you for your support. Ali Iyad Krais. I would like to thank my family and friends for their constant support. Special thanks to my father. I hope I made him proud. Sindhu Balakumar. I would like to thank my parents for their countless sacrifices, love, and support throughout my journey. All that I am, I owe to you. Deep Bandal. I want to thank everyone that supported me along this journey. I could not have done this without them. Joseph Victor Charles Casconi. Joseph would like to thank his partner Molly, his parents Lisa and John, and his siblings Frank and Carly for their unwavering love and support. Alexander Tino. I would like to thank my parents, Julius and Loyal, and my siblings, Thera and Caesar, for their unwavering support. Jennifer M. Lee. I love you, Mom, JJ, Dad, William, and Minji, my sister. Thanks for being by my side through every season of life that made today possible. Devin Michael Davies. I would like to thank my parents, brothers, and sister for their tremendous support these past 4 years. I couldn't have done it without you.
The members of the class of 2025 are forever linked to the University of Missouri, Kansas City. As the university's reputation grows, so will yours. Likewise, UMKC is measured by your accomplishments. We recognize your determination and resiliency in the pursuit of your achievements, and we're proud of your endeavors. We look forward to watching you take wing as you leave the medical school and embark on a future filled with opportunities and future accomplishments. It is a University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine tradition for students to recite a version of the Hippocratic Oath at certain milestones in their training. Hippocrates lived in the latter half of the 5th century BC. His name has been associated with all that is best in Western medical traditions. The Hippocratic Oath has evolved to include newer ideals in medical professionals, but the public promise of commitment to our patients has remained unchanged. It is a tradition at the University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine for faculty and students to recite these oaths together as a reminder of these responsibilities and to formally welcome the graduates into their professions. We invite all physicians in the audience to participate in this tradition. You'll find the words for each oath printed on the last page of your program. Our program faculty will now lead the Doctor of Medicine candidates in reciting their chosen oath. Dr. Sarah Gardner will now administer the oath of physicians to the Doctor of Medicine candidates.
Will the 2025 Doctor of Medicine candidates please stand and recite along with me? To fulfill my responsibilities as a physician, I solemnly swear, in the presence of my teachers, colleagues, family, and friends, to apply my accumulated knowledge, skills, and experience to care for the sick and to promote the health and welfare of those who come to me for medical advice, to respect the confidences that are entrusted to me by my patients in treating the sick, to exert every effort to avoid injury and wrongdoing, to devote myself to the study of medicine in order to enhance my competence and to contribute to its progress, to seek, when necessary for the health of my patients, the advice and help of my teachers and colleagues, to give to my teachers and colleagues the respect and gratitude which is their due, and to maintain by all the means in my power the honor and the noble traditions of the medical profession. I make these promises in the full spirit of the tradition established by the ancient oath of Hippocrates, with awareness of the changing responsibility of medicine over the ages, and with the deep appreciation that the honor of being a physician carries with it these kinds of obligations to patients, community, and humanity. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. Congratulations.
I congratulate each of you who are recognized today. And now I want to recognize all those who support you, who care for you, and who have played such an important role in your many successes. Please be seated. Would the staff and faculty of the School of Medicine stand and remain standing? Would the parents of the graduates stand and remain standing? Briefly. Would the spouses and partners of the graduates stand and remain standing? Would all other friends and family members stand and remain standing? These are the individuals who have supported your work through the years and for this day. We have before us the class of 2025, the families, friends, and mentors who helped make this day a reality. Congratulations to all of you. Please be seated. Ms. Amelia Howard will be on the facing podium.
Hello, class of 2025, friends, family, and alumni. My name is Amelia Howard. I'm our Senior Director of Alumni Relations and Annual Giving for the School of Medicine. And on behalf of the Alumni Association and the School of Medicine Alumni Board, I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to everyone on this graduation. With your graduation, you're now part of something truly special, joining a community of more than 4,200 School of Medicine alumni who are making a difference in healthcare, regionally, nationally, and globally. Whether you're entering the workforce, starting residency, or continuing your education, we want to celebrate every step of the journey. So I invite you to stay in touch with your School of Medicine, stay connected with each other, with faculty, staff, and share updates with the Alumni Office. I hope you look back on your time at UMKC fondly and remain engaged by attending alumni events, volunteering through mentoring, joining our alumni board or other committees and groups. As an alumni, you'll receive quarterly newsletters and a yearly magazine, as well as invitations for regional events and opportunities, so be on the lookout from those from me in the future. Know that your alumni community is proud of you and all that you have accomplished to get here today. I know I'm already excited to see you at future reunions and can't wait to see the incredible things you'll do next. Congratulations.
This concludes the hooding ceremony of the University of Missouri Kansas City School of Medicine. You're all invited to attend the university-wide commencement ceremony Sunday, December 21st at 10 a.m. at Hy-Vee Arena. Will the audience please remain seated during the recessional?